I guess just one more thing. We're talking about, this is all the picture taking stuff.
Right.
Right? And like a lot of people, I mostly look at photos on my computer now.
Right.
But I know there's people who people like to hold things in their hands sometimes. So, we get all these great high quality photos. What about getting them printed? Are there printers that people buy? Do you send it away? How do you do that?
It's all of the above. I mean, now, and so many people are familiar with being able to send the digital files to a company and they'll put together a book for you, or send you photographs or posters, or print it on canvas if you want to. I mean, there's so many different opportunities for getting it in different ways from some of these different websites and everything. Personally, I've never done that. I've always done my own printing at home because I enjoy being able to manipulate with software, get the photograph to look the way that I want it to look on the computer screen, and then send it to the printer, and then instantly I've got a photograph that looks better than anything I could have ever done on film at a size larger than I would have ever been able to afford with a regular photograph. So they have printers. If you're into that type of thing, they have a lot of great printers. Epson makes some great ones. Canon makes some great ones. And they'll print. Mine, for example, will print up to 13 by 19 inches, which is a pretty big size.
That's big.
Not huge, but they go bigger than that, and of course the price tag goes up a little bit with that. But you can get a decent 13 by 19 inch printer for probably in the $500 to $800 price range now, which I think is a great buy in terms of being able to have a printer that can do everything you want it to do, plus some great photographs as well, if you want to go through that.
So for, just thinking back on everything we talked about, for basically, $1,500 to a couple $1,000, you end up with a pretty solid, good rig to take
absolutely.
good shots, to print them out,
Maybe
an extra lens, flash. That's great.
Yeah, I think you could probably even do it for a little bit less than that if you were just getting sort of the true basics. I think you could do it for less than that. But then you have to keep in mind, if you don't like it and you stop there, that's the way it goes. If you do like it, you're going to find reasons to get new stuff.
As
new
with
gear.
every gear, yes, you have gear acquisition syndrome.
And I've got a friend who really got into it, and he loves photography, and he's really into the whole hobby aspect and taking pictures of his family and his yard and the flowers and all that kind of stuff. And it really is a lot of fun. There's just something really gratifying about it.
Well, just one last question before we go, and that is that I had, I know a lot of folks watching. They might not be great photographers. They don't think of themselves as great photographers. And you're used to when you have a camera like this that it focuses for you.
Right.
These aren't autofocus, or are they?
Yeah, they are.
They will
absolutely.
autofocus too.
Yes, they will. Yes, they will.
Wow.
But a couple things I just want to mention is that if you're used to carrying a camera like this, and you're thinking about carrying a camera like that, you really have to consider the size, the weight, the extra gear that you have to take, because it's very heavy. You'll end up with that in a bag or a backpack kind of situation. So pulling this out of your pocket, there's really an advantage to doing that. The only thing is that you're a little bit limited in terms of what you can do with a camera like that. If you're looking for just capturing memories, snapshots, that type of thing, by all means, the smaller, compact digital cameras. The other day, in fact, this came in today. I bought a little camera myself. It was on sale. And the reason I bought this is that this is a waterproof camera now, a waterproof digital camera that it'll allow me to go underwater and shoot photographs as well as video underwater.
Wow, let me see this.
It's 10 megapixels, and it was under $100.
Wow, what else you got down there?
Yeah, exactly. But I saw that online the other day, and I said, you know what? We've got a pool. We go to the beach, so this would be a great thing to be able to.
It'll do HD video too.
Oh well,
yeah, look at that.
There you go.
You gotta do your research there, Jensen.
We should put that up there, right? Exactly. The one other piece that I want to mention, and this is also something that a lot of people don't think about when they're getting into digital photography, is that you're taking the pictures in the camera, you've got them on your card, and you're putting them in your computer, and you're pulling them up, And a lot of times they won't be exactly the way that you want them once you pull them up. You might want to do something to them, whether that's cropping or editing or just even managing the photograph. So there's a whole other side of this. That's the whole software side.
Yeah.
So the whole software side is something to consider, and there are a lot of different image management programs, image editors, and then all the way up to the granddaddy, which is Photoshop, which just came out with which is just coming out right now with a new release. It's phenomenal.
That's what I hear. Even me, I don't know anything about it, and I heard that.
I'll have to show you this later on, but it does some amazing things. So I'm very excited about that. But you got to consider more than just the camera itself. It's also getting on the computer, and then there's the other things too. Are the idea of it's all in your system. What happens if your system crashes?
Backups.
So you got to have backups, and so there's a lot involved with this. But once you get everything set up, it kind of does itself.
Excellent.
Over time.
So it's sort of more complicated, but it's also simpler to just get a photo shot and out.
Absolutely. And you can email it and all that kind of stuff, which is really nice.
Eric Jensen, thank you for being with us.
All right.
I learned a lot,
Thank
and
you, Brad.
I hope you learned it too. Brad Rourke and Eric Jensen, Rockville living the good life in Rockville, Maryland.